So the purpose of this video is to know how we're going to convert between percents, decimals, and fractions. And I think something that may help you out is if you think of the word percent, it literally means per out of every 100. So per 100, you think of 100 cents in a dollar. So let's say I have 25%. That's 25 out of 100. Or in decimal form, 25 out of 100. Or in fraction form, 25 out of 100, which we could simplify to 1/4 if we wanted to. What if I have the fraction 4%, or the decimal, or the percent of 4? That's saying 4 out of 100. Common mistake would be to put 4 like this, but that's actually 4/10. That's not 4 hundredths, so we want to put 4 hundredths, and then in our fraction form, 4 hundredths, or 1/25. What about the fraction 35, or not the fraction, sorry, the percent 35.8. So that's 35 hundredths and a little bit, almost to 36 hundredths. And so the way we would write that as a decimal, 0.35 hundredths, it ends up becoming 358 thousandths. And in fraction form, 358 thousandths. And I could simplify that if I found a common factor. And what about the percentage of 124%? Well, that's over 100%, so it's going to be over 1. So it's going to be 1 and 24 hundredths, or 1 and 24 hundredths. So let's take a look at some of these. Let's say if I have 73 hundredths in a decimal and I wanted to write that as a percent, that's just 73%, 73 hundredths. If I wanted to write that as a fraction, that would be 73 100ths. What about 8.6%? Well, that's more than 100%, because 100% would be 1.0, so this would be 860%. And as a fraction, this would be 8 and 6/10, or I could put 61 hundredths, and I could simplify that some more as well. What about the fraction 4/5? Well, I can do some simple division to turn this into a decimal. 5 goes into 40 8 times, and then that's going to be an even 8/10. So I can think of this as 80 hundredths, 0.8, or 80 hundredths, same thing. And that is going to be 80%, not 8%, because this is 8/10, or 80 out of 100, 80% out of 100. 15/16, I would do the same thing. I would do 15 divided by 16. 16 goes into 150. I did all the division. I won't do that all now. It would be 0.9375. I would round this to the nearest hundreds. So I would say 0.94, so 0.94, which would be 94% right here. If I wanted to get more accurate, I could actually take this whole thing and say that this was 93.75%, but I'm just gonna round to 94% here. So that's converting between percents, decimals, and fractions.